All right, what's up, guys? Today we have a special guest on the show, none other than the incredible Rolando D,
Hello,
joining us from the Philippines.
hello, Sir
How are you,
Brandon.
brother?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
Yeah. Um, how's life been going on since you defended the title? Um, not
Uh,
not too long
uh,
ago.
yeah, like my name boomed up a little bit.
Yeah,
Hey, I gathered some attention because I defeated police, so yeah, I'm happy.
yeah. Well, it's funny because Paulie was actually commentating the night that you actually won the title. You know.
Er,
Against
Commentating
against Reese
against.
when you want
Yeah,
Reese.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And he
Uh,
went to the room after my fight. I'm badly bruised up. Then he challenged me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, all respect to Paulie. He's a legend, but that was a wrong move on his part. Um, I seen that after you guys' bout, he went on to get online and was talking about that they needed to make the Trigon bigger.
Yeah.
And I read that and I was like, man, that is crazy. You know, the Trigon is what brought BKB this far, and everybody loves that tight phone booth fighting. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah, I love it. I don't like many movements. I don't like many movements. I don't like chasing. I don't like running away. Just love to stand there and I'm not a brawler, I'm not a stupid brawler. I just want small movements, and that's my
Yeah,
style. That's the reason when they offered me a renewal of contract, and some organization honestly offered me possible contract as well, which is nice money wise. But I'm not after just money. I want to be dominant. Of course I want money, but I want to be dominant champion. I want to
yeah,
be the best. I want to be considered the best in my weight class, and I think for me to be a dominant champion, I think Trigon is the ring for me.
yeah. Without a doubt, I agree with that, and I think that making the Trigon bigger is only going to put guys, what the old schools call it, on a bicycle. Guys will be on their
Yeah,
bike, they're running.
yeah,
Um, so you've gotten a lot of attention, and it's very well deserved ever since you've come on the scene. You are one of the faces of BKB, and it's going to take. I think you're going to have a long reign as champ, man. Your style is just it fits this type of fighting. Um,
that's
and BKB has grown so much, and it's just now it's crazy because it's grown so much, but it's getting even bigger. Um, and I think that your style of fighting is just perfect you know for this sport, and it's gonna take somebody very, very special to even give you a run for your money. And I'm not saying that just to blow smoke up your tail. I'm being honest with you. You've got a unique style. You draw people in, the explosiveness that you've got. Um, give us some info just on, we know who you are today, you know. Um, like after your win, you sitting there and with your wife and just explaining how much she sacrifices and what she does for you and how much she means to you. It everybody can relate to that at home that has a family and that has a wife, and um you know it got more people to see the true you, not just the monster, the incredible inside the Trigon. You got a heart, you know. Um,
yes.
but how old were you when you got into fighting?
Um, how old are you? How old am I?
No, when you got into fighting, how old were you? from my understanding, your father from in the Philippines a great fighter. He was what? He was the WBC champion 81, 82.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
And I started in professional fighting when I was 21 years old. Straight right away to professional. Just 2 weeks. 2 weeks training, went to amateur, to amateur, then went to the pro, then that's it.
yeah,
Yeah, because I was falsely accused when I was 19. When I was in college, I was falsely accused and went to jail. I went to jail. Then inside the jail, I was hopeless. I was hopeless because the crime that they accused me is quite serious. So I went there. Then I became a fan of UFC inside the jail. Then I was fighting inside the jail because you need to it's either you be a victim or you need to fight back inside. So I was fighting inside the jail, then I was winning, then I became a fan of UFC inside the jail, and we've been because there's a one TV for like 400 people, 300 people, but everyone want to fight, wanna watch UFC. So so when I was watching UFC, I said to myself, one day, when I will, when God, if God, or when God give me another chance in freedom in life, I will chase my dreams to be a professional fighter. So the moment my case was dismissed, I went straight to college again. And then when I entered college, I started to find MMA gym, and from that on, I started fighting and became pro, and that's it. Straight MMA, then became surgeon.
yeah. Um, so you have a win over Roberto Duran Jr. Um, tell us about that fight and how, what that meant to you with such a legendary name.
Yeah, Roberto, it's my debut in US. I fought in US territory before, but in Guam, nothing is in the Pacific. But in the mainland, that's my debut in the mainland, and I really wanted to prove my point. And I wanted to prove myself that I'm one of the best, and that's why I did what I did. And Roberto Duran, when we fought, he was like 3 pounds or 5 pounds overweight,
Yeah,
and still I finished him the third round. So yeah, just very happy that I I think Roberto Duran is a very good fighter, and to finish him in the third round, even he's like very overweight against me, it's proved me that I am one of the best in the weight class. Then after that, I fought Liam Breeze, and I had a war against Liam, and that's it. And yeah, it's one of my biggest accomplishment is beating Duran in his homeland in Florida.
yeah, yeah, without a doubt. Um, and that fight with Reese, uh, you know, what I noticed from watching that fight was you were setting traps. Is you were pretty much, there was a lot of times where you were on the offense, but it's like you had that weight on that back foot and was waiting for him. And as soon your counters, I mean, your counter punches are amazing. Um, is that something that you really, that you train on, or is that just what your natural style is?
Yeah, I'm a counter puncher. I like using my timing, but actually that's my second game plan is to counter. But my game plan is to, because I know the cardio of Reese is his weakness. His cardio is his weakness.
Yeah,
I see him getting tired early, so my plan is really to maul him, put him in the clinch, make him move like what I did against Paulie.
yeah,
But the referee doesn't allow me. I don't know why, but most of the time they should allow me because it's a dirty
I
boxing.
watched back. I watched that fight back, man, and every
Uh,
time you got in the clinch, the referee would just,
yeah,
break. And
yeah.
and that's what,
That's the reason I changed my plan. Like the moment I realized, like after three ties, and the referee got mad at me, like, hello,
yeah, I'm here.
yeah, yeah. When the referee got mad at me, I know I need to change plan because every time I need to, there's a tie up. They are breaking his up right away. It's like a boxing match. I was like, no way I will win if I was sticking on the game plan. So I changed the game plan, then started boxing. If you want this a boxing match, and let's make it a boxing match.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. No, that was an awesome fight, and the way that you were able to change your game plan up, and it was just a master class, man. I mean, the same thing with Paulie. A lot of people going into that going into that bout were thinking that Paulie was going to be too much for you. He had too much experience. Um, and I had friends that were, we talked about it, and they're like, oh, Paulie's, he's fought so and so and Broner and this, that, and the third. And I told him, dude, this guy, Rolando is the future. And I really mean that, man. And it's an honor to have you on here and to be able to speak to you because I want to get to know more about you. Like whenever you go into a whenever you get a contract for a match, and who it doesn't matter who it is, what is your mindset, and what does a fight camp look like for you?
The mindset is like, uh, I don't, what's it? I'm not
Do
coach of
you
myself.
I guess do you isolate yourself, or like, from your family a little bit, or do you still do your day-to-day family deal, and
I still,
like
I
how
still,
does a fight camp go?
I still do all my duties. Because I'm not like Manny Pacquiao who own a billion-dollar company. So I still need to give to do my duties as a family as a family man, as a father of the house. I need because I cannot say that I need to I need to let go of that because it's part of me. I cannot make that as a reason why I need to why I will lose. So I consider that, part of me is part of me to take care of my family. It's part of me to be part of my family and my children while they're growing up while I prepare for a fight. But yes, yeah, I isolate myself in some aspects. Like for example, I isolate myself from sex. This is sex. Making love, not sex. I isolate myself from making love.
Yeah,
And my wife understand that I really need that because it gives me a very, 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 very strong mindset. It makes me a
yeah,
give me a very strong mind. And I discipline myself in training. I also watch my opponents fight every night before I sleep so that if for 2 months I watch someone's fight, my opponent's fight every night, what his weaknesses, so that it enters my mind, his mannerism, so that I know what I will do if I will fight him. And every time I train, I focus on his weakness, and I spar, and also I spar guys like him, and yeah, I do my best to get beat up in training, like every time I spar. The like five people will fall in line every round fresh. Against Poly, I did that. Like five MMA fighters spar me like every round fresh. Like all of them will go hard fresh every round. So my cardio just went really up. because I need to survive 5 guys, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so I work really hard. I discipline myself. I study my opponent. I create the game plan, and I stick on that game plan the whole fight camp, and I also condition myself. It's too much, like yeah. I against Poly, I was really, you know what they call it, like in other term, I had the blue balls against him. You know, yeah. I expect the fire. I really, I really suffer against Paulie. I didn't underestimate him. I was confident, but I didn't underestimate him. I worked really hard against him. I expect him to give me like resistance from one, two, three, four. Then I expect him to break at the round four or fifth round. I never expect him to reach round six. But
Yeah.
for him to last in round till like not even round two, like in the beginning of round two is, yeah, it was like I didn't expect that, but that's what it means that I was really expecting more from him.
Yeah. I think a lot of people were, and I don't think that when you say expect more from him, I don't think that it wasn't anything less from him. I think it was
Yeah,
just your dominance. You know what I mean? I don't think it was Paulie not being on his game or Paulie not training hard enough. I think
yeah,
it just really showed your dominance as a champion. And I mean, just in the clinch, when as soon as you guys were in the clinch, in the first clinch, I seen how much stronger you were than him, and I knew right away it was gonna be a rough one for him.
yeah. And because boxers, especially the style of Paulie, most boxers who have that kind of style has it's not weak physical. Is not that strong physically because they
Yeah,
need to, for the love in their lifetime they are making themselves very light, like their master fibers of their body is light, and they need to move light. That's why they don't lift a lot of weights, they don't wrestle a lot, they don't clinch. That's why they move like that. That's why they are that fast. You cannot be that fast if you are carrying some weights in your training camp.
yeah,
You cannot be that fast as you if you wrestle. So I know that will happen. I will. There's no way that the in just few months, he will change his game. There's no way he will change his game. So I know he will. It will be a torture for him every time, every round, because there's no way I can hold him. I will hold him every single round, and I will make him suffer every time I'm hold him. I will hold him, and I just expect him to suffer more, maybe round three, round four, fight me in the clinch more until his body breaks. That's what I expect. But I'm thankful that it was. Thankful, but a little bit what, like there's something in me, like I really wanted a fight, like fight that I want that when I go home I'm tired, a little bit tired, that I'm like
you
satisfied.
feel like you went into deep water. You wanted to go to deep
Yeah,
water and
yeah,
have that
yeah.
challenge. Yeah,
And the
because you
next,
put
the
so
next,
much time.
yeah, the next day I was like, the next day when I woke up, I was like, when I woke up like that, the next day after the fight, then I woke up like that. Yes, it's fight day. I forgot that the fight happened last night. Yeah, yeah. I'm not like,
Oh man.
I'm not bragging. I was like,
No,
it's
no,
fight day.
it's yeah, no, it was a master class, man. And like I said, the the super welterweight division is yours, and you are the face of it, and I believe it's going to be like that for a long time. I don't see anybody in the division that is going to give you a run for your money. And speaking of that division, I know you're just coming off of defending your title against Paulie, but Has there been any talks as far as, a possible opponent in the near future, or maybe if not an opponent, maybe a date of your next fight?
They said I might face Scott McHugh, the number two in the
Yep.
rankings of super welterweight, because he is supposed to be my opponent if it's not Paulie. That's why most of the English people are not happy that Paulie went there. So yeah, I might face Scott, but Florida Gremlin, they say
Yeah. Florida Gremlin.
the yeah, it's very good as well. He's number one, so I might face him. Maybe if I will face him, maybe in America. But I like to fight in UK because of I don't like the jet lag that much.
Yeah.
I fought in US. When I fought Duran, like he's overweight. I was having a jet lag and I was a little bit sleepy before I entered the ring. So I really I was at the time in UK is perfect for me, so I would love to fight in UK more.
Yeah. And well, and also the UK fans are awesome. I mean, the UK fans just absolutely love fighting, man.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm sure that's, that's good as the fighters to have fans that just, you can feel the atmosphere in the arena, you can feel the energy, and I'm sure that fuels you. Um,
Yes.
so what are we talked a little bit before we got on here about a gym uh in the Philippines that you've opened up or working on opening up. Um, is that going to be something that is just for yourself, or is that going to be to the public, or is it going to be for young kids? Is it going to be, you going to be teaching classes, or are you going to have
Yeah.
coaches, or how's that? I know it's still in the
My
works and nothing's certain
uh,
yet, but what is your idea of that?
Mike opened up the possibility of BKB sponsoring my gym, and I told him like I already have a gym, but they told me like it's better if but my gym is not that commercialized and it's not that nice because it is in a favela type of place.
Yeah,
So Mike told me like we had a back and forth conversation of maybe like getting a land or a building for the gym so that it's a nice place so that I can have a grassroots program for the fighters here in the Philippines and create a trigon as well in the Philippines so that we will start a BKB, maybe BKB Asia here in the future. So I was
yeah.
very excited about that, and we're looking for a place now. And yeah, like what you said, like the words of Mike is like it's like a written contract. Is honorable
You
man.
can
So
take it, you can take it to the
yeah,
bank. Like whatever he
yeah,
says, you can take it to the bank. The man is a
yeah.
straight up guy.
I'm
Um,
happy. I'm happy that he offered me that. Yeah, make sure that everything will be well planned, and I have my uncle planning everything, my wife, and I hope in the future, maybe this year or next, or maybe before the year ends, so we can make it official. And talking to him right now.
yeah,
I'm excited for that.
yeah. Mike is awesome, man. Like I was telling you, you know, he took a chance on old boy like me, racing cars, and come on board for the rest of this year sponsoring us, and it's really a blessing, and couldn't be more thankful for Mike and BKB. The so what is your what is your go-to meal after training camp, after a fight, whenever you're done? What's your cheat meal, or what's your go-to meal after you've done a training camp?
And I like Chinese food.
Yeah,
Chinese food, yeah, I love Chinese food. Chinese food,
cool.
like I've been eating a lot of Chinese food lately, especially after the weigh after I had weighed and all. I eat a lot of Chinese food. Like it's made me go back to
Yeah.
it's made me go
What
back
do
to my
you
way.
what do you walk around at? Like what is your walk around weight?
Now I'm like small now. I walk around like 77 or 78, but most of the time I walk like 80. I don't know why I'm a little bit small now. I'm not maybe eating a lot maybe. But most of the
Yeah.
time I walk around 80. I fight at 70, 69.9. Then in the fight day, I walk around 80 like that. So 77, 79 to 80. 77 to 80, I walk like I walk. So like I know how to
So
I know
from
how
weigh-ins,
to
from weigh-ins to fight night, you gain 15, 20 pounds?
yeah, 10 kg,
Yeah.
10 kg, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why the fight there was like very big against Paul. That's the reason when I hold him, I'm just I'm
Oh,
just
dude, whenever the first clinch, whenever y'all clinched for the first time and you just threw him down, I was like, oh, it's gonna be a rough night for Paulie, man. And you know, and all respect, I seen what you had, the post that you had made about Paulie, and it possibly being his last fight, and what an honor it was for you, if it is his last fight, for you to be his last bout in the Trigon. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully we'll see him get back in there, because I think he's still a great competitor and he's still got it. It's just he went up against somebody that is just in another zip code, and you are the face of the super welterweight division. You are the champion, and like I said, I think that's going to be that way for a long time. Um, I don't want to keep you too much longer. I wanted to touch base just on one more thing about the mixed martial arts. So you used to train jujitsu, wrestling, you um, what what made you transition from that to the bare knuckle? Because that's one thing that everybody can relate to, is like when you think of bare knuckle, it's a street fight. You know what I mean? It's pretty much a street fight, and everybody wants to see tight phone booth fighting. And the way that you have flourished in BKB, it's just like it's been amazing to watch you just like I said, flourish and become almost this new this new Rolando, like a new human being that is just on another level, and I don't know if it's just your mindset, the confidence you've got, um, but it just seems to me like with BKB and bare knuckle boxing, this is where you need to be. Like this
yeah.
is your place.
It's a blessing. It's a very big blessing from God. You know, BKB is a very big blessing from God. Like I believe in God. I believe that everything happened for a reason. I've been suffering in MMA. Like I became a world champion in MMA, but I'm not as dominant now compared to before. I'm not as dominant before compared to now
Yeah,
because I think bare knuckle boxing is really a gift from God. PKB, the company is a gift from God.
yeah,
Who would have thought like there will be a sport, a rules perfect for me. You know,
yeah,
yeah, like MMA is a I mean, I'm doing my best, but I'm not becoming like Islam because in the Philippines they don't wrestle that much. You know, I know how to wrestle, but not like Islam.
yeah,
I'm a very good very MMA wise. I think my level in striking is very high, very high. That's the reason why most of them like always panic shoot against me. Now no,
yeah.
but
Go
no,
for shoot for a takedown.
nobody will shoot me here. Like Nobody will shoot me here. Nobody will hug my leg. They need to
Yeah,
they need to fight me no, and plus no calf kicks. Like I hate calf kicks. I hate calf kicks. No calf
they're
kicks. Like
terrible.
we need to just fight boxing,
Yeah,
and I'm a black belt of Kyokushin karate. That's why my hands doesn't break that easily. Like
yeah,
I punch Makiwara. You know, we used to not use gloves, so my hands is made for bare knuckle, and I know how to clinch. And I'm a pretty good boxer, above average boxer, and I sparred with boxing champions in the Philippines. You know, I can hang with them. Sometimes even better than them. Sometimes, some days, you know, and I have this unbreakable hands, and I have this strong pushing legs because of my big legs and because I wrestle. I have good clinch, and yeah, it's I think it's a gift from God that there's these sports that is perfect for my skill set, perfect for me, and I need to take care of this. I just want to take care of this and to take care of with my relationship with the bosses, with the matchmakers, because I think everyone in BKB, everyone is a gift from God. I forget you guys from is a gift from God. I'm supposed to be an OFW now, overseas Filipino worker, because I retired in MMA, right? Then somebody just offered me this, and I said, okay, I will not be. I will just wanna try this, and maybe let's see, let's see. And I tried bare knuckle boxing and changed my life. Became a superstar again,
yeah,
and my name is bigger now compared to my MMA run. So I'm training every day. That's my way of being grateful to the Lord, to BKB, and training every day. And I will perform every time they let me do my job.
yeah. And I agree with you 100% about, it being a blessing for you and Mike and Mel and all those guys at BKB, the whole organization is just such a great place. They take care of their people and they're straight up, they're honest, and I think that it's gonna keep growing. Like it's good right now. It's great, but it's gonna get even better, brother. I mean, this is just I think that we're just really getting started and when it comes to what this thing is gonna be when it's all said and done. And you're gonna be right there on it for along for the ride. And like I
Sir.
said, I think the super welterweight division is yours, and it's going to be yours for quite a while. And I know that with your commitment, and you'll get the fruits of your labor. And you're obviously a religious man, and you always give glory to God. And um, I think it's a beautiful thing, and you're right where you need to be.
Yeah, we
The
all need God.
Hey, especially in today's world, man. Especially in today's world, all you see on TV is just division and wanting to,
So,
we're all we're all brothers and
hating.
sisters. We're all brothers and
Everyone.
sisters in Christ, man.
Yes, sir. Amen.
Um, but it was a pleasure to have you on here, Rolando, and I uh, I can't thank you enough for coming on.
Yes, sir.
Keep in touch with me. Let me know whenever you talk to Mel or Mike, um, and figure out when your next fight may be or just the date.
Yes,
Just
sir.
keep me in the loop, man, and we'll get you back on here and get another interview in. And um, good luck with the gym in the Philippines. Um,
Yes, sir.
I really hope that works out, and you know. I think you have a testimony, you have a testimony, and there's a lot of people and a lot of kids in your country that look up to you, and they see where they come from and where they're at and what they can be with hard work and dedication. And I think, you having a gym and building a gym there, and obviously for pro fighters, but also for kids coming off the streets, and giving them a place to, you know, release some anger, and have somebody take them up underneath their wing. Because, not to get personal or anything, but I grew up without my father. From what I understand, you grew up without your father, and we know how important it is to have a father figure. Um, so best of luck with that, brother, and God bless you. And
God bless, sir, Brandon.
we'll see you at the next one.
Okay, see you soon. See you soon, sir.
All right, brother. God bless. Take care.
God bless. Take care. Bye bye.